Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and his great millstone, citations to the Philet, this pushing his truth across four corners of the earth and all fair truth and sincerity. Just I'm gonna want to buy back again in that city. Just want to go into about how the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua gonna deliver his elect, in these in these evil times, these bad times that's ahead, the times of Jacob's trouble. The Lord Yahushua gonna deliver his elect, the 144,000, the 1/3 of the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino natives, Israelites. But 2/3 of Israelites is not gonna be delivered from the wrath and judgments that the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is gonna bring down upon America, Babylon the Great. I say, judgment coming down now. But it's gonna get worse than what it is, But I'm getting to it. It's Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yeah. In 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In 7 there shall no evil touch thee. So, the Lord Yahweh Yahushua gonna deliver, his elect, out of these troubles, and I say, in 7 trouble, in the 7 trouble, evil shall touch thee, nothing's gonna harm, the elect, those that believe in Lord Yahushua, that's of their number, that Lord Yahushua, Yahushua is gonna, protect them, but and deliver in these times, no plague or, not of the thermonuclear missiles, it's gonna come upon the elect, the elect is gonna have a hedge of protection from the wrath and judgments that the Lord Yahweh Yahushua is gonna bring down upon America, Babylon the Great, in the world, So go from there. Job 5:20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. So in famine too. So I say when when there's a lack of food, I say when these stores, ain't got no food in the stores, or I say restaurants start closing down, ain't no food. When there's a lack of food, and within the cities, the elect still gonna be taken care of. The Lord Yahushua is gonna feed his elect, so-called Negro, Latino Israelites, that of that number, or the righteous number, gonna be taken care of. Like I said, the Lord Yahushua gonna make sure his elect are fed, protected, and the times, the bad evil times that's now in ahead, that's going on now, that's ahead, because it's just the beginnings of it. It's just gonna get, it's gonna get way, like I said, it's gonna get way, way worse than what it is. Once those days come, it's gonna get way, it's gonna be way more horrible than what it is right now. What you see, like I said, it's just the beginning, But like I say, in war from the power of the sword, like the times of World War III, martial law troops coming in, Lord Yahushua, the Lord Yahushua is gonna protect his elect from that, gonna deliver his elect from those. From that, situation, from martial law troops or whatever, from war, from the modern day, the sword, the modern day gun, or whatever it may be. Job 5:21, that shall be hid from the scourge of the tongue. And like I say, that right there, is going to, like, these Edomite devils, so-called white people, these elites or whatever, trying to, false accuse the apostles and Ellsberg and Millstone, whatever it may be, trying to put out a lot of deception out there, or maybe trying to, false accusations, whatever it may be, the Lord Yahushua gonna protect his elect from that. Gonna protect them in the Lord that's pushing his word and all faith, truth, and sincerity. He's gonna protect his men, the Lord, from that, man. And his elect, Hopefully on par righteous number, but neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. So I said the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino Israelites not gonna be afraid of the times of trouble, Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose out here in the streets of America. Bible are great. Like I say, martial law troops coming in. Like I say, people out here losing it, bullets flying, shooting, what it may be. The elect gonna be protected from all that. I say these plagues, these pestilences, diseases. The elect of the Israelites gonna be protected from that. But I'm gonna see. So I'll go from there. Psalms 91:5. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day. So I say, the destruction or the wrath and destruction that the Lord Yahshua got in store for America, Babylon Great, that's ahead. I said the elect is not gonna be afraid. It's gonna be a different spirit on the elect that they're not gonna have that fear, because they're gonna have the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Israelites. They faith gonna be so strong in the Lord Yahshua, they're not gonna be afraid. The arrow that fly by day, that's the nuclear missiles, because the nuclear missiles, they come down. Once they start, coming down, on America, Bible Great, like I said, the elect is not gonna have no fear. You over that number, Lord Yahshua gonna do. He gonna beam you up, take you up in a chariot, and deliver you from that destruction if you of that number. But go for now. Psalms 91:6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Like I say, these pestilences, and I say these diseases, what it may be, that's ahead, that's in store for America, Babylon Great, that's gonna come about, It's another virus or something in India that's going around. I don't know if they contained it or what, but they say it's incurable, You know what I'm saying? If any cases come about in the United States, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be, but like I say, the elect is gonna be okay from that. Lord Yahshua not gonna let no pestilence, diseases, any type of disease or what it may be, is not gonna harm or kill his chosen, the elect. Only 2/3 Israelites, and those that are not a part of that righteous number, of the 144,000, 1/3 of the Israelites. Not part of that righteous number of Israel, the Israelites. No destruction that waste of the new day. That's the thermonuclear missiles. That gonna come down like South America, Babylon Great. It's gonna come about. So there's verse. Psalms 91:7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So yeah, so when those when those thermonuclear missiles begin to be dropped down on America, Babylon Great, it's gonna be a lot of people dying, right? But the elect's gonna be taken up in the chariots I call UFO, beamed up, taken up from, and not be and not have partake of that wrath, destruction of the outside, those thermonuclear missiles. It's gonna be taken up and changed into a new body, and be changed, and not have, and not take part of that second death, which is that second death gonna be by way of those thermonuclear missiles. That's gonna be that fire, that's gonna, destroy America, Babylon Great, and other countries as well will get hit with missiles. But the main place and the main fire and destruction by the thermonuclear missiles gonna be be in America, Babylon Great. The missiles gonna be completely. The thermonuclear missiles going to completely destroy everything in here in America. Babylon Great will be burning up. Ain't gonna be nothing left here. But in Psalms 91:8, only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. So yeah, so So the elect gonna see the you know the downfall and the destruction of the so-called white man, Esau and my devils, man. You know, these wicked devils, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come. You know, it's gonna happen, man. All the patient and waiting, and all keeping the faith and pushing the work of Lord Yahushua and teaching, words of Lord, the apostles Ellsberg and Brother Graham Millstone have been teaching the word for years and years, and kept the faith. Don't see see the destruction and the downfall of the so-called white man, Esau and my devils. We're seeing their downfall now. Their kingdom now, but physically, gonna see that the elect gonna see that destruction. Hopefully, not by rational number, but the elect is gonna see that destruction. Of the so-called white man, Esau and my devils going down. And like I said, Lord Yahushua, avenging his elect, and taking these so-called white people, red people, eating my devils out of the power seat. So I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I like about our present and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashua, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sisakan brothers, to the few Akwaf sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua keep fighting with that say shalom.